Silence. Remember. They gonna carve my name in the stone that nobody reads, in a field where the only visitors are the weeds, in a wind that carries nothing but the memory of the deeds that were done in the dark where nobody sees. I used to want a castle, I used to want a crown. Now I just want a corner where the roots can hold me down, where the rain can wash the epitaph until there's no now. Just a day to dash of silence where the glory drowned. You think they'll come and visit? You think they'll bring flowers? No, they'll step right over me while counting their hours, while building their towers, while wasting their powers, while I turn to minerals and the Mars devours. I was somebody once, that's the joke of the grave. Everybody's somebody, until the body behaves like a puppet with cut strings in a hole that they gave. And the only thing left is the stone that won't save. Carve my name in the rain. Let the letters wash away. I don't need the world to stay. Just a stone to mark the clay. Don't put flowers on my grave. Put the poison that you gave. I've been living like a slave. Now the only thing I crave, silence. A stone and a hole in the ground. My father always told me, son, you gonna die like you live. So I guess that means alone with a heart that never forgive. And a list of all the people that I should've loved but didn't, and the ones that I pushed away, the ones that I forbid. I've been carrying a coffin on my back since I was 10. Every friend I ever made, I buried him again, in a cemetery hidden where the memory came in. Now I'm lying next to them, and the silence is a friend. Friend in descent. You wanna know what death feels like? It feels like coming home, like taking off a mask that you forgot you had on, like realizing every battle that you thought you won was just a rehearsal for the moment you'd be gone. I see my mother crying in a church that I never believed. I see my father standing still like a tree without leaves. I see the friends I abandoned standing quiet between the pews and the pulpit and the lies that we weaved. You know what they never tell you about dying? It's not the pain, it's not the fear, it's not the flying. It's the moment you realize you spent your whole life lying to yourself about what matters, about what's worth trying. I spent 40 years chasing things that fit in the vault, and I leave with nothing but a stone and a fog, a crack in the marble where my name used to stand tall. Now even the birds don't visit, not even in fall. What's a headstone but a receipt for a life? And mine says, return to sender, no refund, no afterlife. So lower me slow, let the dirt take my eyes, let the roots have my bones, let the worms have my lies. Headstone. Headstone. Remember. No, you won't. God. Punch. Crack. Rob. Floor. Listen, I don't swing and miss, I don't lift and drop, I don't speak the whisper, I don't start to stop. Every word I speak is a knuckle dragging on the floor. Every breath I take is a warning outside your door. You've been fighting with your shadow, I've been fighting with the war that lives inside the silence where the bodies keep the score. My fist is not a weapon, my fist is a promise that every wall you build will become a door for the honest, and every throne you climb will become a spike for the dishonest. I don't need to run, I just need to arrive. I know white ones, one crack, one silent. You don't get up from this, all a liar. I've been breaking stones since I was a giant's apprentice. You think your armor matters, watch it turn incandescent. I don't hit bars, I hit ones, I don't chase, I wait, I don't beg, I take, I don't open doors, I break. Feel the weight of every year I never slept. Feel the ghost of every promise no one kept. I've been standing in the rain while the whole way came. Now the only thing that's standing is the fist that never crept. You ever been hit so hard that your future felt the past? That the mirror in your bedroom cracked a year before the blast? That the only thing that held you up was the shadow that you cast, and the fist that kept you standing was the one that broke the mask? My father had an iron fist, but he never learned to aim. He punched the air for 40 years and blamed the world for his shame. I watched him break his knuckles on a wall that had no name. Then I swore to every god that I would not become the same. So I learned to aim, I learned to wait, I learned to stand behind the gate. And when the moment opened like a wound that couldn't suturate, I swung once and the whole world straight. I know a fist, one punch, one crack, one silent. You don't get up from this, all liar. I've been breaking stones since I was a giant's apprentice. You think your armor matters, watch it turn incandescent. I don't hit fast, I hit once, I don't chase, I wait, I don't beg, I take, I don't open doors, I break. I know a fist, feel the weight of every year I never slept. Feel the ghost of every promise no one kept. I've been standing in the rain while the whole world wept. Now the only thing that's standing is the fist that never crept. They asked me once, what's harder, the punch or the weight? I told them the weight, because the punch is just a moment. The weight is a lifetime of standing still while the world tells you to move. Every muscle in my body has screamed at me to swing. Every ghost on my shoulder has whispered do the thing. But the iron fist is not the fist that breaks everything. The iron fist is the one that knows exactly when to bring. Never. No, watch your sleep. One. Punch. Punch. Go. Ash. Bone. Stone. Nothing left but the smoke and the throne. I've been walking through the embers with my lungs full of glass. Every step I take is a funeral for the grass. I don't look behind me cause the past is just ash, and the future is a furnace that I'm moving too fast. My shadow caught on fire 3 miles ago. Now I'm dragging a silhouette made of charcoal and sorrow. You build your little kingdoms, I'll be here tomorrow. Standing in the crater where your cathedral, you start. I set a match to the bridge and I watched the river dry. I turned the ocean into steam just to see if it could cry. The sky turned orange like a bruise that forgot to heal, and the ground beneath my feet turned to glass into steel. Fraud stirred policy, nothing green remains. I danced on the grave of the crops and the rains. You ask me why? The world my veins. Now I'm back for the torch and a fist full of chains. Let it burn. turning to a void. You wanted a garden, I gave you a void. All the dirt is discarded or rip and destroy. Watch that. Watch that. This is not a warning, this is a eulogy. You wanna know what it feels like? To be the thing that everything runs from. To wake up every morning and smell the fear on everyone's tongue. This feels like home. It feels like the first time I realized the world was never gonna save me. So I became the thing that the world fears. The arsonist, the ash, the answer. Now watch me burn it all! Scorch test! Scorch test! Scorch test! Nothing grows here anymore. Nothing ever will. Good, good, good.
No one saw me. No one will.
I practice this moment 1,000 times in my sleep. Every footstep on the floorboard, every secret I keep. The floor knows my rhythm, but the floor doesn't speak. And the walls have no tongue, so the walls don't leak. I left my gloves at the door, I left my name on a train. Going somewhere that the cameras can't recognize the pain. Every mirror I pass, I don't recognize the face. That's the point, that's the art, that's the perfect kind of grace.
Nobody saw me enter. Nobody saw me leave. There's none on the cameras. There's nothing in the sleeve.
I counted every blink of every eye on every block. I measured every shadow from the sunrise to the dock. I know which dogs were sleeping and which windows had a lock. I know which hearts were beating and which hands were on the clock. No, none of that matters. No witnesses. The room was empty when I left. No witnesses. Every alibi is deaf. No witnesses. You can search but you got nothing left. No witnesses. I was never really here, you guessed. The silence is my fingerprint, the dark is my disguise. Every question that you ask, it's a reflection in the eyes of a man who was a ghost before he learned to tell the lies that kept him in the shadows where the evidence just died. Check the tape, check the door, check the floor. I've gone before the knock, I've gone before the war. You can ask 1,000 people what they saw. 1,000 people never saw me at all. The room was empty when I left. Every alibi is deaf. Search but you got nothing left. I was never really here, you guessed. The silence is my fingerprint, the dark is my disguise. Every question that you ask, it's a reflection in the eyes of a man who was a ghost before he learned to tell the lies that kept him in the shadows where the evidence just dies. Check the tape, check the door, check the floor. Round the door, the knock, I was gone before the war. Let's get 1,000 people what they saw. 1,000 people never saw me at all. Every birthday candle was a wish to disappear. Every mirror was a practice for the face that wasn't here. Every conversation was a rehearsal for the year I would finally become the ghost that had no fear. Now the only witness is the dust on the chandelier. Never.
Here we go again, tick tock, same old pain, tick tock, different day, tick tock, same old chain.
Same bed, same ceiling, same crack in the wall. Same voice in my head telling me I'm gonna fall. Same pills on the counter, same missed call. Same version of myself that I don't like at all. Same dream every night, same street, same light. Same fight with the mirror, same loss of appetite. Same excuse, same abuse, same broken kite. Same truth that I refuse to see in broad daylight. Same fight. Same apology written and thrown in the trash. Same promise I made that I'm about to dash. Same flash, same mash, same broken glass. Same version of the future that I already passed. Same sight, same spiral, same with no key. Same liar in the mirror staring right back at me. It's a cycle, round and round and round I go. Vicious cycle, where I stop nobody knows. Vicious cycle, same mistakes I'm overdose. Vicious cycle, same old ghost, same old close.
I wake up, I screw up, I give up, how I go. I check one step forward, then 2 steps back to break up. The same old pattern, same old batter on the same old plate. Same old chatter in my brain that tells me I'm too late.
Vicious cycle,
Spin a bill and watch me break.
vicious cycle,
Every morning for heaven's sake.
vicious cycle,
Same old road, same old day.
vicious cycle.
How many times does it take?
Take, take, take. Same door, same floor, same crack in the top. Same voice counting down from 1,000 to a mile. Same face in the crowd, same D now plow. Same version, no better as a smile than a while. Same text that I typed and deleted and retyped. Same war with the mirror, same loss on my own stripes. Same space, same abuse, same overripe. Same fruit hanging from a tree that's been overhyped. Flights, same night. Same apology written in a notebook I burn. Same lesson that I failed and done and learned. Same courage where I stop concerned since I never earned. Same bridge that I fudges that continues to be churned. Same cycle, same spoil, can't open no key. Same killer in the mirror that I'm too tired to flee. Vicious cycle, round and round and round I go. Vicious cycle, where I stop nobody knows. Vicious cycle, same mistake, same overdose. Vicious cycle, same old ghost, same old close.
I wake up, I screw up, I give up, how I get. I take 1 step forward, then 2 steps back to break up. The same old pattern, same old batter on the same old plate. Same old chatter in my brain that tells me I'm too late.
Vicious cycle,
Spin a wheel and watch me break.
vicious cycle,
Every morning for heaven's sake.
vicious cycle,
Same old road, same old ache.
vicious cycle.
How many times does it take?
Tight, tight, tight. You wanna know the worst part? It's not that I can't change. It's that I changed 100 times and every time I end up in the same place. Same room, same chair, same money with the same crack. Same hair, same stare, same prayer, then it brings me back. I tried therapy, I tried medication, I tried running. I tried love, I tried hate, I tried becoming nothing. And still tick, tick, tick. Same old, same old, same old, round, 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 round. Same old, same old, same old, same old.
Disciple, disciple.
Ash, bone, stone, nothing left but the smoke in the throat. I've been walking through the embers with my lungs full of glass. Every step I take is a funeral for the grass. I don't look behind me cause the past is just ash, and the future is a furnace that I'm moving too fast. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. My shadow caught on fire 3 miles ago. Now I'm dragging a silhouette made of charcoal and sorrow. You build your little kingdoms, I'll be here tomorrow, standing in the crater where your cathedral you used to borrow. I set a match to the bridge and I watched the river dry. I turned the ocean into steam just to see if it could cry. The sky turned orange like a bruise that forgot how to heal, and the ground beneath my feet turned to glass into steel. Scorch heart policy, nothing green remains. I danced on the grave of the crops and the blades. You asked me war, till the world see my veins. Now I'm back with a torch and a fist full of chains. Scorch it, let it burn, let it burn, let it all turn black. Scorch it, I ain't never coming back. Scorch it, put the sky shut in the crackle land. Scorch it, back of eyes where your future naps. I don't build, I destroy, I don't plan, I deploy. Every seed that you saved, I turn into a void. You wanted the void, I gave you a ploy. Now the dirt is just dirt and the hope is destroyed. Scorch it, no rain, no river, no ocean can save you now. Scorch it, got a birds on the plow and a hicks on the bird. Scorch it, this is the end of the topic, this is called the yo Nothing grows here anymore, and I don't know how. I remember when the trees had leaves and the birds had songs. That was back before I learned that the weak don't last long. Now I measure time and wildfires and the smell of burnt thrones. Every breath I take is a cremation of the old bones. Scorch it on, let it burn, let it all turn black. Scorch us, I ain't never coming back. Scorch it, watch the sky crack and the ground collapse. Scorch it, with the ash where your future laps. I don't build, I destroy, I don't plan, I deploy. Every seed that you saved, I turn into a void. You wanted a garden, I gave you a ploy. Now the dirt is just dirt and the hope is destroyed. This is not a warning, this is a eulogy. You wanna know what it feels like to be the thing that everything runs from? To wake up every morning and smell the fear on everyone's tongue? It feels like home. It feels like the first time I realized the world was never gonna save me. So I became the thing that the world fears. Orphan is the ash. Now watch me burn it all. Scorch it. Scorch it. Scorch it. Nothing grows here anymore. Nothing ever will. Good.